Well, my name is Bel Jan, and I am a member of the American Society of Golf Course Architects, and I am currently the president. I'm the second woman president of the society. The first was Alice Dye, and that was about 21 years ago. It's not because women aren't welcome, but it takes time and effort to invest in yourself and in the craft and in the knowledge to be able to accomplish designing golf courses. I'm a registered landscape architect, I'm a certified arborist, and I'm a former golf course superintendent. So I have qualifications that helped me achieve what I have in the business of golf course design. My father and my 5 uncles were all club professionals, and my father was a pro superintendent who designed and supervised the construction of the golf course where I grew up, and that's how I got into the golf business. I started working on a golf course when I was 14. I was mowing greens, tees, fairways, digging ditches, raking bunkers, obviously weekends and summers. But then the afternoons, I would work the golf pro shop. So I came to understand 2 sides of the golf industry, both the maintenance side and the service side. So all of those things combined helped me achieve what I've achieved and to be here talking with you today. Well, when I was a youngster, my gosh, I was 6, 8 years old, and my father was designing and supervising construction of the golf major earth moving equipment. And we lived on property, so I could see the activity when I came home from school. My brothers and sisters, we could see everything that was going on. We could see what happened at the end of a day, what was different. And that was probably the earliest part. I didn't know until much later that golf course design could be an actual profession. Oh, well, the best advice certainly came from my father, and that was at a very young age, very young age. I mean, when I had the ability to comprehend what he was actually saying. He said, your attitude is the only thing over which you have control. That's it. Not your health, not the world, not what somebody else is going to do, not even what you're going to do. Think about the number of people who say, I'm going to lose weight. They don't. But their attitude, you can choose to be happy, you can choose to be negative, you can choose how you want to look at anything in life. And so control your attitude, control your life. Well, fear is natural, and it helps you create a response. And you can choose to continue being fearful, or you can choose to evaluate why you're fearful and then do something about it. Either you leave or you go on. And you may choose to go on because you understand what your talents are, what your assets are. And some of your assets are not just what's within you, but it's the people who are around you who support you, or those people who you've seen do something, achieve something, get somewhere, who offer the inspiration. They may be totally unknown to you, but they're still a target, a person who you elevate as someone to follow. Every mother inspires me because of the multitude of things that they must do, not just want to do, but must do. And I hold my own mother up there because I was one of 8 children. And so I know all the things that she had to do. And it was running, she had to run a pretty tight ship when you have that many people for whom you're responsible. So I would say mothers first, just about everywhere, just about wholesale. And then I would say that in golf, I would say I hold Judy Rankin of LPGA as probably the epitome of someone who's currently in our business, in our sport, who every woman could follow. Just her demeanor, the effort that she puts into being prepared. And she learned that by being prepared to play golf. The empathy with which she treats everyone, players and her colleagues, whether they're commentators or people who are support, when you can see someone treat everyone with respect and dignity and still be open to being on TV in front of millions of people, and she doesn't change, I would say that's Judy Rankin is my choice. Well, I would say unity among women and unity among all people run very close parallel and weave across one another. Probably the most important thing that I've learned, and you probably have already as well, is that we tend to support people who are going in a direction similar to us, who are willing to put effort into whatever the task is at hand. But we also understand that not everybody has our gifts. We are all blessed with different gifts. And so I'm delighted, Lauren, if you will help me do things I don't know how to do. And there's unity. And I'm happy to help anybody with what I know to achieve where they want to go. And maybe it's not what I know about my profession, but it may be about working. Well, the first thing you should know is there are not that many new golf courses under construction. So it's one of my pet peeves when I read people who say golf course architects should do this and golf course architects should do that. Well, the first thing is the golf course architect is responsible to the client. So the client, whether it's a single owner or it's club members, they have a list of things. In the same way, if you wanted a house constructed, you wanted a house and you said, just design something for me, would you say that to the architect? Probably not. You'd probably say to the building architect, these are the things that I need to have. These are the things I want to have. And by the way, here's my budget. So all of those things are things that we must consider. So when you talk about golf course architecture, I think what people want to mistake is that golf courses were designed during a certain era. Some were done in the 1920s, 100 years ago. Some of them were done 20 years ago. Not many have been done in the past 10 years. So, and whatever was, there are some still going on now, maybe 10 or 14 courses, but 10 or 14 courses in the scope of the entire United States, that's not that many. So what we deal with right now are renovations, and many of the courses that are now 20 to 40 years old are going just as you might at your house. You would expect to do certain things to bring, okay, so 40 years ago, was there Wi-Fi? 20 years ago was there Wi-Fi, right? So technology is being brought to both buildings and to the golf courses. So many golf course governors, owners, operators are choosing to upgrade, update to contemporary technology.